Good evening, sister. May the Lord bless you. My question is in John 4, from 9 to 14, sister.
In John, or the Gospel of John, chapter 4, right?
Yes, sister.
Verse 9, the
Yes.
Gospel of John 4:9. Yes, sister.
Then the woman of Samaria said to him, "How is it that you, being a Jew, ask a drink from me, a Samaritan woman? For Jews have no dealings with Samaritans." Jesus answered and said to her, "If you knew the gift of God and who it is who says to you, 'Give me a drink,' you would have asked him, and he would have given you living water." The woman said to him, "Sir, you have nothing to draw with, and the well is deep. Where then do you get that living water? Are you greater than our father Jacob, who gave us the well and drank from it himself, as well as his sons and his livestock?" Jesus answered and said to her, "Whoever drinks of this water will thirst again. But whoever drinks of the water that I shall give him will never thirst. But the water that I shall give him will become in him a fountain of water springing up into everlasting life." Sister, my question is, we know that our Lord Jesus Christ walked through cities preaching the word of his Father. My question is, if the Samaritan woman knew of him, why, or has she ever heard of him, or did she recognize him?
Exactly. She did not know the Lord. She had not heard of him. And even much less in that time when women were not out and spending time amongst society and with other people or with men, women, they were at home, locked up. And there was a specific time around noon where women would go out who were indecent. These were women who were harlots. So at the middle of the day, they would go out to gather water. And at that time, decent women nor young girls would go out. So this was a special time of the day for these type of people. So this is why our Lord Jesus Christ, he was there at that time because he wanted to rescue souls for the kingdom. He wanted to rescue the harlots, those type of women. And this is why he finds himself with a Samaritan woman. And in that time, so history tells us that the Samaritans had no dealings with those in Jerusalem, with those who lived in Jerusalem. And this is why when our Lord Jesus speaks to the woman and he was offering water, and it was he himself, and he said to believe in him because he was the living water, and she did not understand. She thought maybe he had some other type of water, and this is why she said, "Yes, give me some of that water that you say." So this is when the Lord tells her, "Yes, that's fine. Go call your husband," because what he wanted to do was to rescue this woman. "Go call your husband and have him come so I can give you of this water." And this is when she says, "I have no husband." He says, "Yes, you have well said, for you have had 5, and now you have 1, and it is not yours. You are living in adultery." The Lord wanted to rescue this woman. And he wanted to also show to his disciples, those who were with him at the moment, that they should not have any discrepancies, divisions, or any problems with any other people, that they needed to live as a community and to respect each other. Because he says, well, Samaritans nor the inhabitants of Jerusalem, they have no dealings. And the Lord wanted to unify. He wanted to teach harmony. He wanted to teach equality among human beings, that everyone is important for God. And that what counts is a sincere heart, a heart that is prepared for God. This was the Lord Jesus Christ's teaching with this Samaritan woman. He rescues her from sin, from the claws of the enemy. And she likewise goes to the city to speak of God, to speak of Christ, to speak and say, "Come, I have met a man who I believe is a prophet." Because she had never heard of the Lord, because she was locked away in her place, committing sin, but of course behind closed doors. So this is why she says, I had never met a man like this. He's a prophet of God. So she acknowledged and she believed. And what did the Lord do? Well, I think the Lord rescued her. She repented. She, I'm sure, began to live an upright life before God. And what's important is that she spoke about God. And those who heard of God, I'm sure they followed after our Lord Jesus Christ to see him and hear him and to see his miracles. I'm sure all of those things happened.